Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Tower of Babel. I am Wolf, and today the video is hopefully going to be short and sweet. I'm going to show you, or rather, I'm going to provide a couple of tips that will hopefully help you to climb the tower more consistently in case some of you are stuck. In this video, we're going to talk about what skills you should spend your gold on, and then I'm going to give you my opinion on where you should spend your blessings and of course your bans. And finally, I'm going to touch on the enhancing of the weapons and armor. However, I'm not going to touch upon the jewels and the runes. If you're interested, or if I don't have anything else to do, I'm going to make a video covering the jewels and runes as well. So let's start. I'm at the altar. I'm currently with my warrior. In general, I would advise you to level up your ability blessings. For my warrior, the primary blessing is strength. It gives me attack power and armor. For the wizard is intelligence, and for the brawler is dexterity. I would advise you put at least 80 points into your primary stats. Maybe put equal amount into your health because health is important. In my case, dexterity is also pretty good because it gives me a critical hit chance and evasion. And evasion is one of the most OP abilities in the game, so I definitely advise you put some gold into this skill as well. Now let's cover the class blessings. I would heavily advise you focus on the basic attack and put at least 15 points here. As for the special attack, it really depends on the hero you're using. In the case of the warrior, I would say that his special attack has become a good middle to late run, so you could invest in it or not. If we talk about the wizard, I would heavily invest in his special attacks because it's pretty good. It slows and also it does pretty good damage. As for the brawler, I have played the least of him, so I would really not advise anything regarding him. I think as far as I can tell, his special power does not do damage, and I don't think it's worth investing in him, but I might be wrong. The next one is the attack power. Again, I do advise you to spend at least 14 points into the attack power. And also a bonus tip, make sure to pick the attack power when you have leveled up your basic attack to about 6 to 7 points when you're doing a run. And then when you get the attack power blessing, make sure to pick it because it multiplies the damage every time you pick it, and if you have a basic attack of 1, that will not be a very huge increase. The fourth one we have, at least for the warrior here, is damage reduction. You can also spend some points here. Next one is the physical skills. From these 4 skills, the most amount of damage, at least to my experience, goes to the daggers. The daggers are pretty good. I have tried the magic hammer and the earth spike, but I'm not really into them, at least for now. The spinning blades I always ban, so I will not advise you to spend any money on it. The only reason I have done this is so I can level up my blessings. You can see that I'm blessing level 34 at the moment. So from the physical skills, definitely pick the daggers here. The fire blessings, from all of these skills, I don't like any of them, to be quite honest with you. Maybe invest a little bit in the fire orb, but that's all. The Dragon's Breath I don't really like. The Meteor Foe is abysmal. Although there is a complementary gear involving the Meteor Foe that could make it a bit better, but so far, in my experience, none of these powers are particularly good. Of course, if you have done a fire build and it's pretty good, let me know in the comments. Then we go to the Ice Blessings. From all of the spells, I like the Frost Arrow, the Ice Spike, and the Ice Orb. So definitely invest in these three. Blizzard, I have seen a couple of people doing some run and doing some pretty good damage with it, but personally, I would not invest in the Blizzard. I would invest most in the Ice Orb and in the Ice Spike. They both provide a pretty good crowd control. Next, we go to the Thunder Blessings. From these, Bow of Lightning is pretty good, and Lightning Strikes is also amazing. I have tried Lightning Wave and Chain Lightning, but these two I think are only good if you are actively farming for juice or runes, which means you are doing some lower flows. So definitely make sure to invest in Bow Lightning and Lightning Strike. For the light skills, I like the most the Sanctuary Legend and the Perch. The Perch has one of the highest damage in the game currently, and it's a excellent skill if you're looking to kill bosses quickly. And it has some pretty good complementary gear attached to that skill. Same goes for the Sanctuary Legend. You could get a piece of gear that will allow you to regenerate health as long as the Sanctuary Legend is active. And finally, let's talk about the Dark Blessings. From these four blessings, make sure to invest early game into the Blood Whirlwind, because this will help you get some much needed health regen. And you can also invest into the Corpse Explosion, but be aware that Corpse Explosion is useful only when you are fighting multiple enemies. For example, if you're fighting a boss, the Corpse Explosion would be useless. I really don't like the Reaper. The Reaper, at least in my opinion, is abysmal, and don't invest your gold in it unless I'm wrong, and some of you have done some amazing run with using the Reaper. Some of the that I also like. It provides a pretty nice crowd control, and also it has some useful armor and effect attached to that skill. I got a ring that kills me every time the Swamp of the Dead kills an enemy, so it's pretty good. Now, let's talk about the blessing and the bans. I would heavily suggest early game you bless your basic attack, and depending on how many blessings you have, maybe you have 2, maybe you have 3, always bless the XP gain because it's OP, and make sure to bless the magic find power as soon as you see it, for obvious reasons. The more magic find you have, the more chance you have of actually finding unique or legendary piece of gear or jewels or runes. As for the bans, I'm always banning one of those skills when I see them, or in general skills that I'm not really going to level up, just ban them. And finally, let's talk about the enhancing of the gear. Here you can pick one of your pieces of gear. Don't mind my gear. This is my magic find gear. This is not the actual gear I use for the fire flows. But for example, I can pick these gloves here and I can enhance it. When you enhance a piece of gear 5 times, you get a random bonus. And if you manage to enhance your gear 10 times, you get another one. Let me show you with my axe. You can see that I got 2 random bonuses right here. The 5% of all range and the 4% attack speed. But again, this is completely random. You have no control over the bonuses. And again, I'm not going to touch on the jewels or the runes. The gems are pretty much self-explanatory. You put a piece of gear here and you have a different type of gems you can socket in it. Again, the gear must allow you, or the weapon must allow you to put sockets in it. Just be aware that different sockets provide you with different stats, and also the stat changes depending on what piece of equipment you put the socket on. Is a very good example. If I put the perfect diamond, it will give me 18% physical skill damage. If I put it on the armor, it will give me 36 intelligence. And if I put it in one of my necklaces, for example, like this necklace, it would have given me some armor. And that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. If you did, drop a like on it and also consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're hungry for more Tower of Babel content, one of my previous videos should appear on screen right now, so make sure you click on it. Again, I was Wolf and I'll see you in the next video. You take care and bye for now.